What's going on? It's Brian Gubernick with Home Helper Consultants and Abrams International. And today's topic, how do I know if I'm ready to buy a home? So today's topic is, how do I know? We're going to address the question, how do I know if I'm ready to buy a home? This was a question actually sent to us by one of our new clients who was trying to gauge whether he is actually prepared to buy a home and wanted some basic questions or things he should be asking himself in order to determine if now was the time. And so we wrote up a short list, and I wanted to review that with all of our listeners today. So some questions you should ask yourself in terms of whether or not you're ready to buy. Number one, do I have a steady source of income? Of course, this is usually a job. Have I been employed on a regular basis over the past 2 or 3 years? Is my current income reliable? You really need to reflect on this and ask yourself, do I have stable income? Number one, because any lender is going to want to see stable income in terms of approving you for a loan. And number two, you're going to be owning this home for a period of time, and you want to make certain to the best of your ability that you can continue to make the payments on time each and every month without having the stress. Next question, do I have a good record of paying my bills? I know it may sound silly, but really reflect on this. Have I always paid my bills and done so consistently? Or have I, sometimes had to miss paying a bill? Or was I late because I didn't have the funds available that month? These are things to think about because your mortgage commitment is going to be a sizable one. Next, do I have enough money saved for a down payment? Now, there are certainly programs out there that allow for you to put down a minimal amount of money. However, the more money you could put down, typically the better rate or better loan product you're going to get. So, you want to really evaluate, do I have the funds available to put down on the home such that I can get into a loan product and a payment amount that's affordable for me? Next, do I have a few outstanding debts like car payments? Again, just like I was saying with respect to your source of income, you need to look at these outstanding debts, these payments, because number one, a lender is going to look at it, and that's how they're going to determine whether you're credit worthy. And number two, you don't want to put yourself into a financial bind. You don't want to stretch yourself thin in terms of being able to make that payment. So do an honest assessment of your current financial position and look at some of those payments you have and see if, when factoring those payments into now the projected mortgage payment, is it really affordable for me? Lastly, do I have the ability to pay a mortgage every month plus the additional cost? Now, I want to focus on the additional costs, and that's not necessarily the additional costs of the mortgage, but the additional cost of home ownership. If the home has a pool, it has to be serviced. If the home has landscaping, it has to be maintained. Things break in a home. There's things that come up in home ownership that you typically would not experience if, in fact, you were renting, and you need to prepare accordingly. So these are some of the basic questions you should be asking yourself to determine if you're ready to buy a home. If you'd like to dig deeper into this conversation, we'd love to have the conversation with you. So feel free to reach out to me or anybody on my team. Our contact information is below. We really look forward to helping you with your real estate needs. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.